Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the creator of WTF2, where women talk football too. I'm also the author of When Football Season Turns You Into His Side Chicks, the ultimate survival guide for relationships and households during football season. I'm an award-winning sports writer, producer, editor, sideline reporter, TV and radio personality, and my name is Latasha Miles, aka Joan Madden, the Gridiron Goddess, and you're tuned into another installment of A Mile a Minute right here on ESPN, the network. And I've been breaking down divisions, choosing who I think is going to be the division winner. And today I'm going to move on to one of the most competitive divisions in the league, the NFC West, composed of the Seahawks, the 49ers, the team formerly known as the Los Angeles Rams, to formerly known as the St. Louis Rams, now back to the Los Angeles Rams, and the reigning divisional champions, the Arizona Cardinals. Now, the last time we saw the Cardinals, they were struggling to stop Cam Newton. Their pressure was limited on Cam, and we saw them getting sent home as the Carolina Panthers were triumph in the NFC Championship game. But 2 weeks later, Arizona had to sit at home on the couch and watch Denver dismantle Carolina with all the aggression and pressure that they applied to Cam Newton in the pocket. So they made a trade with the Patriots and received Chandler Jones as a result. That was clearly the most pressing need for the runners-up in the NFC. Bobby Massey now plays for Chicago, so I guess he was like, sorry, Martin, I just didn't want to stay in Arizona, as I paraphrase Little Marvin on that episode of Martin where he thought he had a son. I actually think that the Cardinals wanted him gone just as much as they used a first-round pick and drafted DJ Humphries to replace him. But I don't think that they'll repeat as the divisional winners. They're just too old. Their golden guys cast consists of Carson Palmer, Larry Fitzgerald, and Chris Johnson. But I do look at them as a small possibility of a wild card. The Rams drafted Jared Goff #1 overall in this past draft, and he lost his job to another inexperienced quarterback, and he's not even a backup. Nah, he's the third-string quarterback. That's like getting fired on your day off. Come on, man. The starting job was there for you to take, but you lost your job to quarterback Case Keenum. Wow. Unreal. Now, Chip Kelly was very, very quiet in my Elmer Fudd voice when it came to his quarterback situation, but recently announced that he's going with Blaine Gabbert and his 8-27 NFL career record as the starting quarterback. Yeah, 8-27. That was his record. That's the guy that he's going with. Now, Chip Kelly has 49er fans saying, that's my quarterback, in my T.O. voice, but they're crying for other reasons. Now, I'm not going to get into all the politics, but for Kaepernick, keep your head up. And there is too much uncertainty on defense for the 49ers, as they still haven't been able to fully recover from the trend of losing all of those defensive players on retirement, and the loss of Coach Harbaugh to Michigan still haunts them. I think that Russell Wilson forgot that he played for the Seahawks and that he won a Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm starting to remember Russell Wilson a little bit more as being Sierra's husband and little future stepfather than I am being the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. Does he still have hopes for the playoffs on his schedule, or is it top billing for another appearance on a Nickelodeon show? I also forgot that Jimmy Graham played for the Seahawks, and not because he was injured, but because he's been missing in action. His stock has plummeted. I guess his skills got washed away in all that rain in Seattle too. But I think he bounces back this year. Despite Seattle losing Marshawn Lynch, losing the division, losing to Carolina twice last season, and getting in as a wild card representative, and Russell Wilson taking on with his new roles, I still like them to return as the NFC West champions. After a disastrous season in New Orleans, Brandon Browner returns to the Seahawks. So with the reunion of the Legion of Boom, I expect Richard Sherman and the gang to return to full strength. Plus, Seattle's receivers were turning it on late last season, and Russell Wilson quietly had one of the best 5-game stretches last season, and I expect for him to do much of the same in the 2016 campaign. So there you have it. My divisional pick for the winners of the NFC West, I'm going with the 12th man and the Seattle Seahawks. That's going to do it for this episode of A Mile a Minute. It's your girl, Latasha Miles, a.k.a. Joan Madden, the Gridiron Goddess. Thanks again so much for tuning into ESPN, the network. I'll catch you next time, and I'm out.
What's going on, good people? It's your girl again, Latasha Miles, a.k.a. Joan Madden, the Gridiron Goddess. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at she_SPN and at Facebook at Latasha Joan Madden Miles. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is SheXPN the Network. Hey, I'm kind of a big deal. You know, I'm a little bit cute, got some beauty, got some brains. That way on that channel, you'll be able to see the interviews that I've done, some of the famous people that I worked with, the projects I worked on, things of that nature. And don't forget to log on to CreateSpace.com and Amazon.com and get your copies of my book, When Football Season Turns You Into His Side Chick, The Ultimate Survival Guide for Relationships and Households during football season. I appreciate your support. And hey, I gotta run. They're over here calling me on the other line. I gotta manage another fantasy football league. I'm out.